I think it might seem an odd thing to say, but I think one of the areas I like most is actually being on the bridge over the entrance hall and looking down into the entrance hall, where you feel you've got the space of all the trusses, you've got the three-dimensional form of the whole room, you've got the huge window looking out of the entrance to the woodland, and you look down and see the curve of the staircase, and it's just looking downwards into the hall. I think it is a great space in the house. Oh, yes, the staircase, it came because we've got the railings, and we'd got this sort of Art Deco thing because of the sculptures that we collect. And so I designed an Art Deco staircase to go with it. When you try to get a curved staircase, and it's a curve which radiates from the master bedroom door, so visually it looks great. And so but it cost a fortune. A fancy staircase cost an enormous amount, so I did it very, very simply. It looks complex, but the structure is wonderfully, wonderfully simple. It's basically a simple runner. It's flat treads, but they just cut them to different shapes. We found a local guy who could do that. I explained how I designed it, and he simply drew it out full size with a huge, huge compass, and did it exactly as I'd drawn it on a piece of paper, in exactly the same way. Worked beautifully, and very good value for money.
I think one of the nice things actually about the build, and one of the satisfying things about watching the build as it progressed, was that we used actually fundamental principles and fundamental techniques. The bow vault window, which is huge, which is actually drawn out on the floor with a very large protractor. It's wonderful to feel that these were just simple things that people learn at school and can repeat and actually build something that's unique and beautiful at the end of the day.
Yeah, the chippy said, well, I did that at college. I have to look how I did it. And you look at an Edwardian builder's book, it tells you how to set out the geometry. Back to basic principles.
I think the most exciting period of the build was actually erecting the trusses. We had a lot of people on site, we had a crane here, the trusses were huge actually, even though they look big in situ. I have to tell you, they look much larger when they were on the ground and the crane was actually strapping them up and lifting them up into the air, when it looked really, really impressive. We had people all kind of standing all over the roof, erecting them, making sure that they were all fitted right into the exact spot that they were due to go into, bolted together so that they'd be nice and strong. And we even had unsolicited photographs sent to us from the neighbours who know us around here, who'd all crowded into the park next door to watch this happening. So I think that's probably the most exciting bit, really.